actually dive in deep. So yeah, they need to play it safe for the first few minutes till they farm up. And if you ask me, the first 2 minutes are the ones which are crucial for ABM right now, because the late game will be there. The side of Meow Gang, they will be taking that late game as well as early game with that alpha.
Yep, and with that, we are proceeding into the land of dawn, ladies and gentlemen. This is a best of three series, game number one between ABM and MEOW Gang, as they will be fighting for the next spot, as this is upper brackets semifinals. And you can see Apex really helping out the Angela to clear out the lanes, because this is one of the weaknesses of an Angela mid lane. Really, really weak lane clear. The Jawhead is also proceeding to help the Alpha, knowing Tigreal might be looking for some sneaky, maybe some disturbances in the jungle, but it will get denied. And I think things will be peaceful unless the side of Meow Gang proceeds for a pickoff with the Jawhead ejector. Because other than that, I don't think ABM has the opportunity to gank, because look at that. All of their heroes need level 4.
Well, yes, and Ray, at the same time, just look at that, Meow Gang
Oh,
have pretty good
oh,
at that throw on that Angela from that Jawhead, and yes, she will be taken down by that Valentina, securing the first blood. What a beautiful throw coming from the Jawhead. And like I was speaking at the same time, like I said, Meow Gang has the, freedom to move around the map quite a lot, because both of their lanes are quite secure. But just look at that Phobius, he has dived in so deep onto that Hylos. He will be looking to return back.
oh.
And
Look at that Alpha. Look at that Alpha. What is he doing? Is he looking for? Is it going to be another kill? He wants a V, and I think we will see it. Yep, another kill. The Angela falling again. Abhi not able to utilize the Angela. This is the weakness of an Angelus composition. Your early game is really weak. And look at the clever positioning from Joseph, who was literally hiding in the territory of the enemy. Avi, not really knowing the enemy was there, was taken down, and this hurdle will be up for the grabs without any contestant from the side of ABM.
well, yes, just like I said, they do have that early game advantage, and they have that that Alpha has the freedom of movement, because both the lanes are quite strong from on their part, because they do have that Harriet who can continuously poke that Alice, who is not that OP, especially towards the early game, and at the same time, Movies versus Hylos, not gonna, not much will be happening, because both of them are quite tanky. They cannot deal any damage to each other. So just like you saw, he also that Alpha waiting out onto that Angela, quite he knows using his freedom of movement in the early game.
Yep, definitely. And I think the side of Meow Gang, they are trying to look for a pickoff, considering they have the Jawhead. Look at the Jawhead trying to make a play into Apex, considering he's still level 3, and they secure another kill. 0-3 scoreboard, as Meow Gang is really utilizing their pickoff composition, and ABM needs to look for an answer if they want to make, a stand in this game.
Well, yes, absolutely. But just look at that Hylos with his ultimate onto that Phobius, while Alpha has also joined in, but the hard guard has also come up, saving that Hylos. And Ryu looking in a bad position, but he will be looking to retreat, as that hard guard did save his life at that point.
Yep, and I think he's still looking for Hungry, and the first kill coming in to the Angela. Abhi taking the revenge from Joseph for taking him down early on, and I think that is what the side of team Meow Gang should have avoided, a team fight, because the side of ABM, they have a lot of sustain options. They need to avoid team fights and avoid, like, look at that, focus on the pickoffs. A great throw coming in from Karma hits on the Jawhead, and that is what they need to utilize, because if they go on into too much team fight, they might be losing it.
Well, yes, and at the same time, did you see how good Eden is with his, that he does have that implosion? He could be using it on her, in taking her down, and yes, she kind of avoided that. And as I speak, the turtle has spawned. Jay looking to take that turtle down, at the same time, implosion play incoming, and Hylos is also rotated from all the way with his glorious pathway, and Ryu going in, securing that kill. No, just look at her Jawhead, just runs away. Jay is alone with that Angela, and not much happened, but the turtle was taken down.
Yep, a casualty for the side of Team ABM as Apex fell because he was trying to prioritize the jungler, but Alpha, with the great timing of his retribution, was able to secure that first objective, and he's still hungry. He's still trying to look for Jay on that bot lane, but Jay will just be retreating, using up his enhanced range skills to defend the lane long enough for Alice to arrive soon. And looking at the scoreboard, it looks like Mia Gang is doing really well, but I think ABM has already started to make their comeback. Oh, but no, like while I was just saying, Radium being taken down, and they are really utilizing, just like you mentioned, Radium, Alice, really weak in the early phases, and that is what Meow Gang is trying to utilize with their pickoff composition. And if they are, able to keep this up for quite long, they will be able to deny the Angelus combo. As we are still seeing an, engage happening in the top lane. Phobius will definitely have. Oh, look at the copied ultimate from Hardguard of the Angela by Valentina, helping Hylo survive. But I think that was really, really not that valuable considering Hylos will still fall. He didn't have his revitalize, and he will be a casualty as two kills go to the side of Team ABM. And the second turtle will be spawning in 20 seconds soon. And both teams will definitely be looking. Oh, what is happening in the bot lane? Oh, nothing. The second turtle will be coming in soon.
Well, yes, and at the same time, I do believe Sui needs that Skype here, so but he will be looking to get ganked, but no, he just uses his skill to escape. And as the turtle spawns, all the teams, all the members are gathering right there. Jay trying to initiate Joseph onto that turtle. The glorious pathway has been deployed. Hylos trying to tank that. Oh my god, Jay just goes in with his ultimate and takes that turtle down with his retribution. What a beautiful gameplay, and I think Hylos will be assaulted by three people right there. Although he is quite tanky, he will be looking to go inside the turret, and yes, he successfully goes in, but Tigreal, along with that Jay, finally secured that kill onto that Hylos. Oh my god, that was quite a surprise. And just look at that, the Sky Piercer has been taken by the Suyu, and I think the things will be looking to change from now on.
Yep, and in that mid lane, like Karma Hits really tried to prioritize Avi, and he was able to waste a valuable resource that is the flicker on the Angela. And hopefully, if they're communicating well, they will be able to pick off that Angela because she doesn't have that spell. Look at that. Both of the teams on the opposing bushes just waiting. A conceal play coming in, a throw from the side of Karma Hits, and Tigrel falling into that casualty. And the Valentina also copying that ultimate. The Vengeance being popped in, and I think Phobius will also get taken down because the true damage coming in from Alpha's passive is way too much for him in this early phase where he doesn't have enough sustain options. Jay is looking into Karma Hits, and they will just be retreating. But look at that, the mid lane might get taken down by the side of Meow Gang.
Oh, well, absolutely. And that Mirio joining in was a nail in the coffin because just look at that beautiful engage. Five people ganking onto two people, and yes, that Jay
Ooh,
will be following that hurry. At the same time, Apex comes in, but the Purify has been used, 7 Force has been deployed, and look at that Joyd helping Mirio to escape. Like, just look at that. How much mobility does Meow Gang have? That Jay is not being able to lock onto someone. At the same time, that hard guard with that Angel has been wasted.
yeah, that was a resource wasted quite early on. They need to communicate properly. Oh, I think Karma Hoyt might be paying. He bit off a little bit more than it too. He dived in into Apex, probably thinking he could bait it out, but that was a waste. A casualty going to the side of their team as ABM is looking in a better position as the Lord has already spawned. Jay is trying to look for an initiation. The Valentina does have the implosion with the IMU. Alice has also joined in the team fight. Mirio as well in the mid lane trying to defend it off. Joseph might be looking for a steal because he's trying to, hide in the bush. As we will just have to wait patiently. Oh, Radium or Ryu, they might be checking in the bushes. Like this is what many teams need to do, like check in the bushes. But look at that, Meow Gang already starting the Lord, knowing Jay is far away, and I think this might be an uncontested Lord for their side. But Harit gets taken down. Lord is up for the grabs for the side of Team Meow Gang, but they will lose the engage as 4 bodies fall. Karma hits the only one standing, but no, a complete wipeout for the side of EBM. Maybe the Lord was just a bait because this will give them the advantage to take multiple turrets.
Well, yes, absolutely. I think Radium joining in was that nail in the coffin because just look at that. He was the one who took down that HP, who took down those people. And yes, she has three of her core items right now, so she is in a position to dive down. And just look at that, just like you just said. I think the first Lord is quite defendable, so I think it wasn't worth it. But at the same time, Radiant looking for that blue buff, Valentina trying to provide some vision, waiting for some support, but no, she won't be, and she will be backing off. But just look at that macro play coming from the side of Team ABM as Euphobia's has been jumped in, but at the same time, just look at the Zaman force has been popped in. And that implosion onto three people, I think they will all be going down, but at the same time, Valentina with that copied implosion and the Zaman force dishing out so much damage that only, oh my god, Valentina will be able to not survive, and I think Angela will also be taken down. But just look at that flicker, she just survives from that Harith.
Yep, a 3-for-3 trade, unequal for both sides because both junglers fall, both goal laners alive. And I think that was, I actually chuckled a little bit because that was a really bad decision from Abhi because if you notice, Abhi is the one who has the blue buff, not Radium who had to retreat. If Radium had the blue buff in that team fight, Radium could have joined it completely, turned the tide completely, but seeing Meow Gang noticing that Avi is the one with the blue buff, they realize that Alice will not be able to engage because she just completely exhausted her mana and she will have to retreat. And that is the price. Like, this is the things that, these pro teams have to take account into the macro decisions, like that blue buff going into Angela, like completely turned around that team fight because Alice had to retreat as the scoreboard is quite even, but as deficiency of two. But if you look at the goal, it is almost the same. A 1,000 goal lead as a rate. It doesn't mean that much. At least 12 minutes into the game, you need at least 2 to 3,000 to make the impact into these pro team compositions. I mean, pro teams, they can easily make a comeback from 10,000. So 1,000 is basically almost equal, as all of the teams are just waiting in for a little bit of a cooldown. And I think, Asuya, you can give a little bit of analysis on the itemization from both teams.
Oh well, before that, one thing I really want to mention is that just look at that.
Oh
Joe
my
hit
god.
Karma again will be taken down as the implosion has been played in. Phobius with his ultimate trying to do that CC, but Zaman Force has also been popped in along with that glorious pathway. So much is happening. Look at that Jay trying to prioritize the low kills, and I think he will be taken down. That will be a double kill for him, and at the same time, only Alpha remains the last one man standing. Oh, just look at that. He was almost able to take down that Angela, but no, Radium with his beautiful damage incoming, and just look at that. Just look at Jay. He is inside the turret, taunting with that recall because they know it is game over for Meow Gang. I think it was quite an over engaged, and that's what I was also about to mention that Jawhead is initiating in a very weird way. He needs to wait for his team for a proper follow up, and he wasn't doing that at the same time. Just look at that. ABM will be taking this victory. What a beautiful gameplay. I mean, both the teams did quite well, but that last, the engage from the side of Karma was the one which took them down, singled out everyone.
Yeah, definitely, Astuya, because I think just they were doing very good early on. If you look at the score, like the 10 score, it is all from the early phase. They had karma hits, picking out the targets, throwing them into the midst of five people, and they were able to do